Welcome to the I Don't Care podcast with me, First Lady Doris Jones. I hope everyone is doing well today. And if you're not doing well today, be encouraged. Trouble does not last always. Our God is definitely able. It may not feel good right now, but hold on. Don't give up. Help is on the way. Thank you for joining me as we continue our journey to becoming better people. Today's topic is saying yes to saying no. It is definitely okay for Christians to say no. Saying yes to saying no. Can you help decorate for the banquet? Can you start teaching Sunday school? Can you start working with the youth? Can you organize a church picnic? I see you have retired. Can you start taking me to my doctor's appointment and the grocery store every Tuesday? You are a stay-at-home mom, right? Can you start babysitting my 2 children as well? Can I borrow $100? Can you help me pay my light bill this month? What are you doing right now? Can you come over? I need your help with something. Our church lives and our personal lives are often filled with request after request after request. And when I think about it, it's usually the same faithful few who are called on and expected to help with everything, whether it's in the church or in our families. And I really could go a little farther. I'm going to tell a little truth right now. If I'm totally honest with myself, there are many times when I simply want to say no. But I find myself saying yes anyway, and then I stretch myself thinner and thinner. And it's kind of crazy because many times I say yes to things that I don't even like to do. I say yes to things that I'm not good at. I say yes because I want to please people. I say yes because I feel obligated. And I say yes because I feel guilty when I say no. And then for a while, I felt that it was my Christian duty to always say yes. Even if it meant that I would deny myself rest, peace, and self-care, I felt that it was a Christian duty to always say yes. But the name of this podcast is the I Don't Care podcast. So I don't care how badly help is needed. I don't care how good the cause is. There are only 24 hours in a day and 7 days in a week. Saying yes should not cause stress or worry. If you don't get joy in what you said yes to, and if you are dreading what you said yes to, then you shouldn't be doing it. The Bible said we're supposed to serve the Lord with gladness. Helping you shouldn't be hurting me. And don't go back and say that Doris said not to help. I'm not saying that at all. We should definitely help. But we have to decide how we're going to help and what capacity that we're going to help. You know, we know our own spiritual gifts. We know where we can be most effective. You know your schedule better than me. You know how much time you have to help. You know your body and if you need more rest. So we just got to learn to be honest and be led by the Spirit. And then when we do help, it will be a joy and not an obligation. And I was thinking about something else because it's like I said, it's just kind of crazy how we're always caught up that we have to say yes to everything and then we always have to be doing something. But have you ever missed the best part of worship service or been too distracted to give your best praise because you were too busy helping in the kitchen, the children's church, the cradle ministry, or something else? And these are all things in the church ministries that are that need help. They're worthy causes. But we can't work our way into heaven. Getting into heaven has nothing to do with how many times we say yes, how many times we ignore our own need for rest, or how many times we deny ourselves self-care. Self-denial is not the same as self-care. I mean, even Jesus took the time for self-care. He was fully human when he was here on earth. He needed to rest. He needed time alone for prayer and for self-care. And then he would take that time and then he will come back and start his daily duties all over and start meeting the needs of people. And scriptures that you can read to tell you about this is Matthew 14 and 23, Mark 1, 28 through 35, Matthew 9 and 36, Mark 6, 46 through 47, John 6 and 15. Read these in your spare time, and you'll see where it talks about that. After Jesus became famous, word had gotten around of the miracles he had performed, how he could heal and help people. So after he had become famous, and the word had gotten around, the whole city was at his door for healing and help. And in Mark 1 and 35, Jesus slipped away the next morning after he had healed and helped all throughout the night, throughout the day before and the night. He slipped away the next morning to restore himself for self-care and to spend time with God. And I'm quite sure many people criticized him and said that instead of the time he used to slip away, he could have been helping and healing someone else. But Jesus was fully human. He needed self-care. He got tired. He needed to rest. He needed to eat. He needed to reflect. And he needed to simply be rejuvenated. And I'm saying all this to say that we have to retreat and then re-enter. And when I say retreat, I mean we have to get away from all the stresses and demands of this life and of the world. And then when we retreat, we have to use our time away to pray, reflect, rest, get closer to God, and to simply do nothing. If you just want to lay on your couch all day in your pajamas, get away from it all. And then when we re-enter into the world, we will be rejuvenated and be more in tune to how we can better serve and help others. I mean, Jesus did this often. And it's all in the scriptures. He even taught his disciples the importance of self-care and prayer and the need to get away. He did that in Mark 3 and 7. And we all know that Jesus is our perfect example. And he shared his word with us so that we can share it with others. So again, I'm going to say it. I don't care if you didn't hear anything else I just said in this podcast. Always remember to retreat, re-enter, and be kind. Always say no with love, kindness, gentleness, and respect. Proverbs 15 and 1 says, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. And also gentleness is one of the fruits of the Spirit. So on our journey to becoming better, we don't want to hurt anybody or deliberately hurt anybody. Therefore, even if it's not the answer that they want to hear, they might not want to hear the no answer. But always speak with love, kindness, gentleness, and respect. And when I think about it, God doesn't always say yes to us. Sometimes he says no. Sometimes he says wait. And sometimes he says not right now. So as I conclude this podcast today, I don't care how the world pressures you. I don't care how many requests you get from your family, friends, or church members. Always remember to retreat, re-enter, and be kind. Say yes on your own terms. And always remember that it is definitely okay for Christians to say no. God bless you, and I hope you tune in for episode 3. Our topic will be